Hi, glad I caught you at the door. You're here just in time. Roy told me all about you. Tell me, if you had to choose, would you rather be cursed to wander a haunted, moonlit forest where every shadow wants to consume you for food, or find yourself in a massive wizard's tower where the titular wizard can summon elementals to attack you at any time?
Hey, Scylla! What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, hi, Roy. Your special guest is here.
I can see that. They haven't even sat down yet.
I know. I just wanted to meet them first before you came around. You hyped them up so much. You can't blame me for being excited. Oh, yeah. This bun would not stop talking about you. You made a pretty good first impression, huh?
Well, it was their first time here. Of course, I was excited to learn about them and introduce them to everyone. I mean, you are a very unique guest. Forgive me for being excited to see you again. You have this charm about you. I just get flustered when other hosts take advantage of my appreciation.
I'm teasing, Roy. Allow me to properly introduce myself, dear guest. I'm Scylla Aria, the Bunny Bounce Club's non-Bonnie Fairy Finey. It's nice to meet you, too. Though, I'd like to get to know you more if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, my table's free right now because I'm technically on break. You should come and hang out with me. I'm just dying to know what your answer is to my hypothetical.
Hypothetical? What hypothetical?
They know what I'm talking about. So, you want to join me at my table? All right. You can come along, Roy. I know you want to spend time with them, too.
Is it that obvious? Well, if our lovely guest doesn't mind. You don't mind at all? Okay, wonderful. I'd be more than happy to come along.
Welcome to the creative corner of the club, where only the best and coolest stories come to life at our words and fingertips. Yeah, this part of the club was made just for me. The manager likes to spoil me.
That's because you've known them for the longest. Huh? Them? They don't like to make themselves known to customers. It says it ruins the immersion we try to provide for our guests. The focus should be on the hosts and the hosts only, according to their words.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but I mean, come on, look at this table! It has a screen so that I can show my game maps and all the player tokens for my guests. Right? Isn't it just awesome? There is slots for dice, retractable dice towers, everything I could need to play with my guests. He can even play music!
I should probably explain. Scylla is an avid tabletop gamer. Part of their social services involve role-playing games, usually involving fantasy of some kind.
Hey, I play more than just fantasy games, you know. There isn't a tabletop game on this planet that I don't know about. I just happen to like fantasy games the best.
I know. They're very popular with our guests who just want to immerse themselves in a good story. Scylla's very good at providing that.
Ah, you're so sweet. I just like playing fun games, and being here lets me do that with so many people, you know? We all just sit around drinking some delicious cocktails and enjoy our time with a fun story I come up with that night. Ooh, interested in my specialty drinks. I mean, I'm technically on break, but I don't mind telling you about them. There we are. The Fey Tonic and the Celestial Mojito. The Fey Tonic is a simple G&T with apple tonic, apple juice, and apple slices. The Celestial Mojito is my non-alcoholic option. Think of it like a mojito with club soda instead of liquor. It also has mint leaves, orange and lime juice, and blueberry syrup. Ooh, and there are orange slices and blueberries on top.
Not gonna lie, both of those sound really good right now. Order one of them. You never have to ask. Let me get my phone tablet for you. Which one would you like? The Celestial Mojito. No problem.
I really like both my drinks. The Fey Tonic especially. The crisp apples with the gin. Heaven. did I want one? That'd be really nice for you to order for me if that's okay. Oh, you're so nice.
Whatever our guest asks shall be done. 1 drink for our guest, 1 drink for Scylla. Anything else? Oh, do I want a drink? I mean, I am a little thirsty. Oh, really? You don't mind? Oh, thank you so much. Since you said I could order, I'll get myself a matcha highball. And the order has been sent. When the drinks are ready, I'll go and grab them for all of us.
Thanks, Roy. Now, about that scenario I told you about. What's it gonna be? The shadow-infested forest or the dangerous wizard tower? A tower, huh? Even with the wizard who can summon dangerous elementals or has a treasure hoard of magical artifacts at his disposal? That's quite the risk. I can respect that.
That's kind of a weird hypothetical to ask, Scylla. What brought that about?
Well, I'm trying to organize my next one-shot for my guests tomorrow. Today's game's already planned, but I want to make sure the next one they play is just as interesting, you know? I had 2 ideas, and now I know that one is probably better than the other. Thank you, by the way, sweet guest. It was bugging me for a while. You're pretty neat. You were right, Roy. Our guest is mega interesting.
Right? My instincts don't lie. I apologize, dear guest. It's just that you have such a way of making a good impression. We can't help but fawn over it. Not many people see the value of good company, but we hosts work the best with people we're comfortable with.
He's right. Sure, we're hosts, but we're also people. Talking to people like you is like a breath of fresh air, you know? Just hanging out with you here makes me feel inspired.
Oh, inspired, huh? Oh, boy. You got another game story in mind, huh?
Yeah, it just happens sometimes. Can't help it when I'm around good company. Say, are you a tabletop gamer? You seem like the kind of person that might like escaping into a fantasy world. How about I become the dungeon master for a brief game? Just a little adventure to add a bit of excitement to my break. What do you say?
Oh, you should try one of Scylla's games. I think you'll enjoy it, dear guest. They have such a way of immersing you into their world. Oh, sounds like our drinks are ready too. Let me go and get them for us.
Not to brag, but he's kind of right. At least based on what my regular guests say. I just like gaming and crafting stories for those games. How about it? No charge, since I'm on my break, okay? Really? Awesome. Okay then. As you step into a small forest village, tired from your long journey, the scent of blooming flowers and fresh earth fills your senses. The sun casts a warm, golden hue over the fresh grass and cobblestone. It seems like a peaceful place, almost untouched by the troubles of the wider world. What else do you see? You see an elderly woman, her silver hair braided with colorful ribbons, but with an urgent look in her eyes. Her hands tremble as she clutches a worn leather satchel to her chest, looking around for anyone to help her silent pleas. What do? You approach her and ask what's wrong. Okay. She looks at you, hope flickering in her eyes.
Please, traveler. My name is Elda, and I'm in desperate need of help. Oh, kind traveler. My family owns a precious necklace that has been passed down for centuries. I seem to have dropped it somewhere nearby, but my poor eyes can hardly see nowadays. Would you care to help me look for it?
All right. You look around and while you would think a necklace would be easy to find out in the open, the grass is pretty tall. Oh, you need dice. Here. Go ahead and roll that d20, okay? 12! All right. Well, tell me honestly, how good are you at spotting things? Decently. Thank you for your honesty. Let's go ahead and give you a +2 to your roll, so it's a 14. You don't manage to spot the necklace anywhere, but you do see a weird set of hoof prints leading away from the area. Looking around, you know there aren't any horses or cows that could make those prints. What do you do? Ooh, curious, aren't you? All right, you follow them deeper into the woods surrounding the village.
Sorry to interrupt, but the drinks are here. The celestial mojito for our special guest, the Fey tonic for our brilliant dungeon master host, and the matcha highball for me. I'm definitely thirsty, so thank you for the drink.
Ooh, perfect timing, Roy. Help me out with the scenario, will you? I think you'll make this game really interesting.
Yeah? I'm always down to help, but what do you need from me? You mind filling me in so I can understand what you need me to do?
You'll see. You'll see. You'll get it quickly, I'm sure. Now back to the game. You follow the hoof prints for a good while, dipping between trees and bushes. It takes you a bit of walking, but finally, the tracks end. You find yourself in a small glade with a big boulder marking the center of it. And a satyr smiling at you with the biggest, most charming grin imaginable, holding a very beautiful necklace in his hands. You think maybe this is the necklace Elda was talking about. Roy, would you be oh so kind as to be my satyr?
Huh. Interesting, but sure. Why not? Why, hello there. Were you looking for something? I'm just here basking under the beautiful sun. Doesn't it feel just lovely on the skin and fur?
Nice. What do you do? Clearly he's toying with you. He twirls the necklace in his hand like a toy.
Oh, this little thing. I found it, and I just couldn't help but keep my hands from swiping it from the ground. Doesn't it look splendid? It's been far too dull in the hands of someone who isn't me. Oh, give it back, my, so feisty. Why don't you stay a while and enjoy the forest's pleasures? I could show you how to dance with the stars or serenade you with melodies from the ancient oaks.
You're really getting into this, aren't you?
Hey, you gave me a role to play. I'm merely fulfilling it to entertain our guest. Now then, come dance with me under this gorgeous sunlight.
The satyr holds out his hand to you, inviting you towards him with an almost seductive gaze. What do you do? Do you have a weapon? Of course! Only the smartest of adventurers come prepared. Since you helped me choose the wizard's tower, let's say you have a staff that you use for spellcasting.
Oh, you can cast spells? Oh, the satyr's in deep trouble. I mean, my, what a large staff you have there.
Roy!
Am I wrong to think a satyr would say that? I'm just playing the character you gave me. Besides, why not have a little flirty fun on top of it?
Anyways, you have a staff. What do you do? Can you take the necklace with magic? Ooh, okay, that's pretty clever. Still, looking at the satyr, he's clearly holding the necklace in his hand with his fingers around the gems. It would be pretty hard to take it without doing so physically. However, there are other things you could do. You could use a hold spell of some kind to paralyze him, attack him with a fireball or a lightning bolt, or even attempt to sway him with the charm spell.
Why would you want to harm little old me? I'm just, your friendly neighborhood satyr. I'm sure we can work something out if this necklace really means that much to you. Oh, yes, we could. I'm not a fan of violence, you see. I'm much more of a fan of making fair deals.
This satyr doesn't seem to be giving any sense of deception away. But he did steal that necklace. Do you think you can trust him?
What kind of deal? Oh, well. You seem like such a brilliant spellcaster. Why don't you enchant me with something fun? Something that could make me even more captivating than I already am. Or perhaps a little show for my entertainment? Either or, I will accept happily.
You do have a couple of powerful illusions in your mental spell book. What do you want to do? You want to distract him with a spell, all right. Go ahead and roll that d20 on the table. Looks like you'll be making a check to not get enchanted by some epic magic there, Roy.
Sounds good. 7. Oof. It's certainly not a success, right?
Ooh, yeah. No, you are absolutely getting stunned. So, you wave your staff around and cause these beautiful wisps of magic to dance from the tip toward the satyr. He can't help but stare at such amazing illusion work.
Oh, wow. Is that... What a marvelous display. What sort of magical wonders are you casting? It's so breathtaking.
Your spell shapes itself into shapes of beautiful, mythical creatures and fantastical landscapes. The scene shifts and shimmers in multiple ways, painting the story of a grand festival complete with playful sprites and animals dancing beneath a starry sky.
This is simply enchanting. I've never witnessed such a delightful performance of magic in my life. Brilliant!
Looks like he's distracted enough. Want to grab that necklace? All right. Go ahead and roll that d20 and let's see if you can steal it back. It's still in his hand, so be careful. That's a natural 20!
Wow, lucky. That necklace is totally yours.
Indeed it is! You easily make your way to the satyr while he's distracted and pluck it right out of his hand. Super easy.
Such an elegant sight, such... Wait. Oh, wait! Where did that necklace go? What a charming trickster you are. I think the satyr will go ahead and give you a smile and a wink. However, a deal is a deal. The necklace is yours. Well played, adventurer.
With that, the necklace is yours. What do you do with it? It looks really pretty, but Elda would certainly want it back. Oh, you're such a good person! Okay, you return the necklace to Elda, who is very grateful for its return.
Oh, thank you, kind adventurer. May the gods bless you on your journey.
What a delightful little tale. Short, sweet, and simple. Bravo, Scylla.
Thanks, Roy! And thank you for indulging me. I've always believed that life can be more than what we see in front of us. It's all about finding the magic in the mundane, you know? I hope that today I showed you a little piece of that magic with my story. I like you. Something about you's just so much fun.
Aren't they? You, our kind guest, have quite the way of making us feel so relaxed and comfortable with you. I wasn't wrong about my first impressions of you. There's just something really special about you.
Whatever it is, I would love to see it more often. Do you think, if you keep coming back, you can be my guest a couple of times? I promise to make all your visits fun ones with games like this. Some of my regulars even make their games full-on campaigns. Thanks. I look forward to seeing you come to the club more often. Crap. My break's almost up. I got a private group reservation in a couple of minutes. They're one of my campaign guest groups. Let me finish this drink. So yummy. Thank you for the drink and for playing my game. I'll see you again sometime, okay? And you better take good care of them when they're not with me, okay?
I will, no worries. You taught me well.
Dang right I did. Stay at the table as long as you like, okay? My table's always open for you. All right, time to go challenge my guests with some mimics. Woo!
Scylla's something else, aren't they? Always finding a way to make every day feel a little more magical. They definitely pushed me to step outside of my comfort zone a few times. Yeah. I mean, they were one of the first people I met on my journey to being an entertainer who really listened to me. I'm sure you can see why everyone else also admires them. Scylla has this way of making the impossible feel just a little more, real. It's probably why they're part of the top 5 hosts of the club. Yeah. See? They just have a beautiful spark with connecting with the guests. Though, I still plan to try and take that top spot one day. And alas, I am needed by another guest. Pity. I wanted to spend more time with you. But my job is to entertain all who come and ask for me. Feel free to enjoy the table, as Scylla said, or indulge in our many options for entertainment. I know you'll have an amazing time. If you leave before I get to come back and see you, I know that your next visit will be just as wonderful. The other hosts are really interested in meeting you. Until then, take care, and know that we're eagerly awaiting your return to the Bunny Bounce Club.